Oh, goodness me, what's happening here?
Just shenanigans.
There are shenanigans on the screen, and I'm glad that he's gone to full view.
Hello there.
Welcome back. We've had a small break of like 4 minutes since the last video, but it's been much longer for you. So, yes.
Might even be a whole day.
It could be a whole day. We're not sure yet.
It depends how I go with recording my other videos.
It's a bit lazy. It's probably been a week, but still, we're glad to be back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're checking out yet another fan-made video based on the EU.
Yeah.
This one, you went and watched without me, you rude individual.
Yeah, it was before we did stuff together as much as well.
Rude. No.
No.
Not accepting.
It's a Dark Empire animation by WilkinsAnimation, not a relation to Matt Wilkins.
Not at all. Not, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is this dude here, WilkinsAnimation, and he did an episode 1, which I watched and did on the channel before. Without Jeff.
Rude.
And
disgraceful.
then we shall be watching episode 2, which has been a while since it came out.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't believe I've even seen it. When did this come out? Because I don't think I've seen it, which is embarrassing.
Not too long ago.
Okay, then. So.
But it's been a while since episode 1.
Oh, yeah, it's been months.
So you tend to lose track a bit.
But yeah,
cool.
So this one will be fresh for me, nice and fresh. So.
Nice, twisty, fresh content for you.
Yes. And we're nearly out of goop juice too, so
yes.
I'm going to go easy on the goop juice the next 15 minutes while we watch what is hopefully an incredible fan film portion, episode, bit.
Devastator of Worlds.
Ooh. He made this in the 80s.
Yep.
Again with the nice intro. Oh yeah, you know, that's cool.
Outlier. Well, there's a bit of an outlier if you're doing AU stuff now, isn't it?
Definitely an outlier, like an outlier of an outlier. Fan films are already removed from the core product, and then you got the EU, which is like way over there somewhere.
Yeah. So a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
This is true.
Oh, he didn't put Star Wars at the start. It's Dark Empire.
Straight into it.
Yeah.
Star Wars is gone. All we have left is the Dark Empire.
Episode 2.
DOS.
It's got a little bit of a VHS sort of glitchy look to
It's
it.
not bad. Devastator of Worlds. We can only hope we're going to see a world Devastator, or this will be very poorly named.
It is a time of growing chaos across the galaxy. Divided Imperial forces contend ferociously to regain control of their once sprawling empire!
All caps rage.
At the height of the growing anarchy, a captured Star Destroyer piloted by Luke Skywalker, Lando Calrissian, and Wedge Antilles is shot down over the Imperial City!
All caps rage.
In an attempt to rescue their fallen comrades, Princess Leia and Han Solo, together with C-3PO, fly the Millennium Falcon into the heart of Coruscant!
Okay.
However, Skywalker refuses to be saved. Instead, he chooses to face a mysterious energy storm that I can't read the rest of.
You guys have read the comic. You know what's happening.
Well, you should have read the comic.
You'd hope so.
If you haven't, go and do that.
Yeah, like pause the video and go read it. Come on, guys. Come on. I still love this animation style. It really is like a throwback to, I don't know, what, Holiday Special or the original Droids. More the Holiday Special animation, actually.
And this is actually a bit different from the first one from memory as well.
It looks crisper, if nothing else. A bit cleaner.
Han doesn't have that long face.
Yeah, the real Holiday Special face. It's, yeah, it's upgraded the styles a bit.
He's put some 3D models in there of ships too.
Yeah. This, It's been a few months since I've seen the first one, but this does seem to be a massive upgrade, again.
Yeah. Can only get better, right?
That's what I've heard.
Is that really how his voice sounded in the audio drama?
It is now!
Because this guy's using the audio drama and then putting animation to it, as far as I know, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this stored on my phone once, the audio drama, because I used to play it when I was driving around, but that's been years.
Yeah, been a while.
I really do like this animation style, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's growing on me greatly throughout this one.
It is, and I think it's a testament to like 2D animation in a way. Because I'm finding that I prefer 2D animation as I watch some more things as well compared to 3D.
And there's something very nostalgic about it, I guess, growing up as a child when I did, a million years ago, when this was pretty much the only comic style I had. Not the CGI 3D sort of stuff, obviously, but the hand-drawn animation. It's really harkens back to that kind of a day.
Yeah.
So, this is great.
Rest in peace, Hanna-Barbera.
Aw. Yeah, they've definitely changed how they're animating Han, or his appearance.
He almost looks like his chin was like if he shaved Chewie.
And they've taken the design straight out of the comic. I mean, obviously they have, but it just, you know,
It's good to see.
it is definitely good to see. And that is just absolute classic droids C-3PO. Like that's
Yes.
Oh, I'm wearing the wrong shirt. I'm wearing the Ewok shirt today. I've got the Droids animated series shirt somewhere too. Is that Che Guevara? Just hiding around the back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. It's got a similar color palette to the comic.
Yeah.
In the like a really basic, just like yellow, like they're not really breaking up like the red and the flesh tones or whatever.
It has a bit of depth to it in this one. It's like what I call the really good panels of the comic had a bit more nuance to it rather than just washed with the colour.
Yeah, no, this is something to be proud of.
Our X-Wings, we like them.
Oh, poor old Dak.
Ooh, those drums are nice.
Mm. I'm wondering where this music came from. I don't recognise it from the audio drama.
I'm not sure either.
I don't recognise it from the audio drama.
No, I haven't listened to the audio drama. But it feels like how they're saying things is a little bit different as well. Like maybe he cut some parts out of the audio drama because he could show it.
Yep. That makes sense. No, this is actually beautifully done. Jeez, whoever's doing this, don't stop. Do the whole thing. Keep going.
Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Oh, this is, fantastic.
Oh, that's blue. Calamari.
Purpley blue. Violet, I think. Violet.
Wow. Violet for the violence.
You're turning violet, Violet. Spoiler alert, it probably doesn't survive much longer as a planet. Another 100 years. Spoiler alert, over.
You have to be listening to know if it's over.
Everyone kept on trying to destroy Mon Callum. I don't understand. What did they do to anybody?
They're like, these fish people can build good ships.
Yeah.
Get rid of them. Get rid of
Destroy them. Yeah, they love getting rid of them.
It's not like you turned down the assignment like you did today.
It seems like we've only been alone.
Like, honestly, this looks so professionally done in that if you presented this to me and you said, oh, we've unearthed an animated series that they were going to do in 1991, 1992 or whatever, we've unearthed this is like a pilot episode for it done by a professional studio, but like, fair enough. Because growing up with things like, I don't know, Ninja Turtles, Transformers, whatever, this is just really similar in terms of the look or the overall quality, the colours, everything. It's
It's amazing what people can do when they put their minds to it.
Well, if they've got a bit of free time, which sadly I don't.
But many people have more free time.
Particularly
More recently.
over the last year.
Yes.
Suddenly free time is all they've got.
Who knows what could happen? Flashes to Jason and Jane, are you? Jason and Jane.
Mad fast forward.
Yeah.
R2, is that you? I don't know where we are. Some sort of ship.
Oh, his skin's off his hand.
Whatever. Jesus has left us in the dark.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Little Lukey boy.
That'd definitely throw you.
Yeah.
Surrounded by thousands of warships.
Was it?
Maybe it's the dark center of the universe.
That reminds me of how iCath looked in Social
Yeah.
when you fly into
I was
it.
going to say too, I think it was in this, I think it was in Dark Empire where they mentioned that this ship was used to transport like Jedi prisoners, you know, back during the Clone Wars and everything, but we never got to see one again, which I feel like was a dropped ball in continuity. Because it would have been
Yeah.
very cool to have one of these ships rock up again at some point during the multimedia
Especially
project.
that sort of cage, yeah. I don't know why they put R2 in there as well, but
He might be a Jedi. We don't know.
this is a Sith Lord we're looking for.
Might be Darth D2.
What's that giraffe made of junk?
Oh, incredible.
It seems like a ring-in from Raxus Prime or something. Raxus Prime.
This is it, R2. This is where my opponent, whoever he is.
R2 is such an underrated character.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me. I'm here because I choose to be here.
That's fair.
There you go. Just drop
Yep.
on falls.
I like how these two guys are just standing there like,
Yeah. And the stormtroopers just saying they're like, I don't want to get in with that.
like you heard him, he said he wanted to be here.
It's like he's doing what we want anyway. So,
You? But I saw you die.
Yet here he is.
hang on.
What have they done to his design? What have they done to his overall design?
That arm thing, he wasn't in that in the comic, was he?
No. What? Do I need to go back and reread Dark Empire again because this isn't ringing bells?
I'm definitely gonna pull up a reference.
Oh, what's happening?
Because
no.
that seems like they've mixed in some new canon thing in there.
Yeah.
I forget which episode it was. Which issue it was of the comic.
It's an unusual. I mean, it doesn't ring any bells, unlike the rest of everything so far.
And from the get-go, the whole visual thing of it puts me off a little bit. Because if it is purely something from the new canon they wanted to include, it's sort of... I don't want to be reminded of that.
Why have we? It's like a Spider-Man Doc Ock sort of embrace.
Yeah.
That's what it really reminds me of. Is Doc Ock. Oh, he got the comic. He's got the comic up.
Yeah,
We're double checking.
I'm just checking the
It
comic.
could be because I'm old. Because frankly, my memory is shot to bits. But
No, he was in a chair.
yeah, it doesn't.
Like his throne room chair in the Death Star.
It is such a weird design choice. It just instantly threw me.
And so I'm saying that is included because in the new canon in episode 9, it instantly throws me to that arm thing that they did in there.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Luckily for me.
Luckily for you, but I guess I can pick it out and be a bit more knowledgeable about it with this.
Yeah, too much of an EU fan to be watching that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not watching anything else now, but it's annoying to me when people go, oh, let's put this new canon idea in something that's meant to be an adaptation of when you look at the comic, that's not right.
No.
It's not accurate. It's
Not even close. But then have we just gone way off script because now he's like cutting through the wires of the harness and... Okay. Why? It's supposed to be an EU adaptation. Just leave it an EU adaptation.
Yeah, he was sitting in his chair.
Yeah. They've got the room right.
Yeah.
Like, the room looks like the room from the comics, and then
Yeah,
this
for sure.
entire harness apparatus is... No.
It's just no,
Nope.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think we might even leave that series there. I don't know if we'll be watching episode 3. Why would you do that?
Because that's the whole reason of watching it, is that it will be a faithful EU adaptation.
Why?
So why would
What
it
an
do
unusual choice.
that? Yeah. Where am I looking? I might go back to that for a minute.
Much confusion. Why? Why you do it like this? Okay.
Yeah, because I had the thing where he actually stood up and had a cane when Luke plays to him.
Which I'm sure you can probably throw in later, or just pull across now.
I'm just going to pull it across once the credits finish, because I
That's
might as
fair.
well let the credits roll.
Got a few Patreon supporters there. That's nice.
I'll go from here.
Yeah, that was no bueno. Quite frankly, as soon as that came up, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm not keen. Unfortunately, and
Well, we've still got our
that is
series.
something I guess he decided to do, but
Because up until that point, it was exceptionally good. The animation style was so nice. And
Yeah, anyway,
again, we're sticking to
we're
the
here.
story and the designs and everything else.
just-
was great. And then the ball was dropped. Dropped.
I'm going to put it over there so that you guys can see it properly. Right, so here it has him walking in, and then
Everything's
blam. Completely different. He was in his throne, just like in the second Death Star.
So you got the big circular window, which is spot on. The room, more or less, spot on. I mean, obviously he's added a few details to the room.
Yeah.
And then the view outside, the view looks exactly the same in the animation
Yeah.
as well. So he's taken the location and pretty much done a faithful recreation there.
But this throne thing, and then as you look more, he's sitting in his
He's
throne.
just chilling in his throne. Old mate's found his throne again.
Yeah, and
He's
it's-
gone to IKEA and bought the same throne, clearly.
Yeah.
But
But what I think is the thing is that it's actually not anything hooked in and restricting his movement as
no,
such.
it's just old mate in his cloak. That's all he's got.
And then as it's actually really more symbolic because it's like the Emperor's below him and Luke's standing up. And then as Luke kneels, the Emperor rises, and it's very symbolic of the shift in power there as well.
Yeah, which we didn't get.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed that Luke's uniform is also a little bit different, but again, that's a stylistic choice. It's probably not
Yeah.
as glaringly different.
And it might just be because it was easier to draw with the animation and stuff, rather than a flapping cloak all around the place and all that.
That's true.
Well,
It's reminiscent of other outfits we see Luke wearing in the EU. Like there's a figure that came out, a comic back figure that came out that has pretty much that exact same design. So I don't necessarily mind that as much as I mind whatever is going on with the Emperor. Like,
why would they choose to do that? That's my question.
yeah, that was.
Because you're making this for Expanded Universe fans. You're not making it for the new canon fans either. So yeah,
Disappointing.
It is disappointing.
That's not good.
And the next one, I'll watch off recording probably just to see what happens forward if there's any other shenanigans.
Oh, I think it gets worse. I've no doubt. I don't know.
Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny.
See, I mean, at least it throws things into perspective, because when we were watching the Heir to the Empire series, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know at first what it was. And then when we worked out that the Chimera design was from the new canon, from Disney's canon, I thought, oh, that's disappointing. That's pretty bad. And then we saw this, and I thought, well, the Chimera design suddenly is not so bad. It's,
that's just an artistic choice versus going, you completely change the whole scene. Because pretty much that whole shift in power, that whole symbolism of the Emperor rises up as he gains power over Luke, is a whole shift in power from what you see in the scene that is quite important to it.
Yep, and now he's gone. He's, I'm gonna need some more goop juice after that. This isn't right.
I think you might need more than goop juice. I
mean, this is just cordial and fizzy water. I'm gonna need something.
You're gonna need something stronger after that.
At least a coffee bean in here.
Alright. Well,
Well, I mean, regardless, I hope you enjoyed that as much as we didn't.
And let us know what you think. Is it a big deal to you, or
that's
is
true.
it a deal breaker for you? Because I know there are people that would watch it and go, awesome Dark Empire animation, and not really care as much.
I mean, the line for me is obviously arbitrary if I'm willing to keep watching the other series when it has that Chimera design, and I pretty much just gave up on this series the second we saw the Emperor's design.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's obviously a weird waggly line that I can't really put my finger on in terms of how much, because I still play SWTOR as well.
Yeah.
When there's a couple of Disney canon influences here and there.
And they're mostly cosmetic, but
They definitely are mainly cosmetic. They're not
so it
story based.
doesn't really affect the story, so it doesn't bother me with that either.
But yeah, that was a very large portion of that scene was
Also,
changed.
that he needs his clone body to be supported by more mechanics. It actually reminded me of one of the Kuat nobles that had to have the frame around him to keep him alive. In Bounty Hunter Wars.
Very true.
So
Another good series. Get
another
it?
great
Beat
series,
It. Go
yeah.
on. Oh,
Do it.
I don't know.
But,
The only thing that ever gets me about that trilogy, and we're just gone right off topic, I apologise,
That's all
is
good.
Boba Fett, that really incredible thing that he does where he buries the power pack, or gets the architect or the builders to bury that power pack in that Hutt's palace before he goes in, to know that they're going to take the weapons off him, but he can get that power pack and use it. Or I think it's a little generator, whatever it is. But on one hand, and I'm just like, what are the odds? and does he have ammo just stashed in walls in everybody's palace, just in case I take the guns off him? But otherwise, no, incredible story. So
I guess he was just trying the big brain play.
Oh, it was a massive big brain play.
And it's like, it paid off this time.
He's like, I'm gonna make sure this power pack is buried here, so when I come back like 10 years later, I'm gonna bring my mate who's basically a massive gun on legs, but they've taken the power pack out of him. I've got to make sure I get that power pack, put it back in him, and cause chaos. In the hopes that the Hutt brings us into this exact same room.
There's reason to watch it right there. There's a guy that's basically a big gun on legs.
Big gun on legs. Give it a read. Big gun on legs.
Also interesting assembler species and stuff that is never revisited in the EU, which I don't know why.
They used to be.
They're really interesting.
Had they kept going for another 20, 30 years, they would have revisited, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's the way the cookie has crumbled.
Or they would have decided to go, oh, we're not as keen on that idea, but I really liked it, so I hope.
Oh, there's so many
revisited.
things in the EU I'd love to have revisited that weren't, so...
Yeah.
Sad face.
Sad face.
Oh, sad face.
That'll be that for now, for
Indeed,
this.
definitely. Before we go on to another rant, so have fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
See you soon.